tight shit. Look at that tight end. Let's get the likes up, y'all. Let's get the likes up.
And when you come back?
Let's get them likes up, y'all. Get them likes up. It's not gonna be a long one. Let's get it. Get the likes up. Top right with the three dots. Click the three dots. You'll see the like button right there. Let's get the likes up, y'all. I'll walk them down. Number one again. This guy's getting that. This guy hold down for the first one. The notifications go to bro. YouTube, make sure, my boy. I'll walk him down. Who have the hottest name. The hottest name on YouTube. I'll walk him down. That super dope name. I always tell people 2 names I really like that's fly names. Maybe associated to, I mean like far as like street names. Because I don't want to be negative, I want to stay positive. I'll walk him down and spot him, got him. Those two names is incredible. Spot him, got him, and I'll walk him down. Like on the street terms. Though the two, you can't get too hotter names than that. You can't get too hotter than that, man. Boy, this wind, boy, this pollen. This pollen ain't no joke. Too tall, what up? It's good, people. This live probably gonna be like a half. Make this live probably like a half. I'm gonna get to the point. It's gonna be real productive. Hardly no stopping. Hardly no stopping. Let's get the likes up. We're gonna get this thing in. Big baby, what up? What's good? My boy Michael Kelly in the building. We got all the guys in the building. We got my boy Jamal in the building. He said, "Are you tired of King, bro?" Yeah. Hey Mike, gotta admit it, man, because it's so much. It's so much. It's a lot come with him, man. It's a lot. And these teams out here just playing with no drama. And LeBron, he pretty much answered his own question. But like I tell people all the time, LeBron is a ruthless dude. He don't care. Like all that you could say about him, like I said, they're already saying, oh, JJ Redick gonna be the coach. You're not an average person to be like and try to switch it up, be like, nah. He don't care. He gonna stand on his square. He gonna stand on his square. LeBron James gonna stand on his square. He don't care how the optics and how things look. So he don't care about how things look. He gonna go. One thing about LeBron, and I kind of respect it I kind of like people stand on a square. LeBron stands on his square though. Like regardless what, he don't care. Cause he clearly said, yo, Denver did what they had to do. He said, yo, Michael Porter Jr., he said they stuck with him and they was patient with him. He clearly said they was patient with Michael Porter Jr. Denver after being a fourth pick of the draft. I mean, being a 14th pick of the draft, and they stuck with him, and they're paying off for them. So I said to say this, he should take heed to that. I think LeBron take heed to that. LeBron could have easily, in 21 years, I think he could have easily had 6 rings. Easy. If he would just chill and just let things play out, I think he could have easily had 6 rings. Easy. Easy. But he want to have 6 rings at one time. And that's not gonna happen. He wants to have 6 rings at one time. If he did this chill playing 21 years, had he known, but let's just say the first 10, LeBron never really got hurt. This is the most he started getting hurt the last 5-6 years. But prior to that, he never really got hurt. So if he did just chill and let a general manager be a general manager, a coach be a coach, and the way his style of play, and especially in Eastern Conference, and the way how that Eastern Conference was changing over like that, he just chill and let the team properly build. He could have easily, like how he rushed to get Kevin Love and ain't give Andrew Wiggins a chance. You didn't give Andrew Wiggins a chance. You like, he's young, he can't get it done this year, I want him out. With Andrew Wiggins a first pick. That's like, right, that's the same thing if Anthony Edwards would have been, whoever would have been the first pick, and Andrew Wiggins was big. Andrew Wiggins was a bigger name and considered more of a sure thing than Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards was considered a big thing. Andrew Wiggins was a big thing coming out. They was like, can't miss. They was like, his floor, his ceilings was yo. They said he can't miss. Like regardless, everybody they knew. They said Abid gonna be good. And Jabari, just think like the Jabari Parker. They said can't miss on those 3 guys there in the draft. Jabari Parker, Andrew Wiggins, and Abid. All those was kind of like, well, they actually was more. It was like the draft when you had Zion, John Morant, and RJ Barrett. Like, because RJ Barrett was considered like the #1 pick. Nobody knew about John Morant. He just came out the clear blue. But B, they was like 0 bust potential. They said his ceiling was ridiculous. Jabari Parker, they said coming in the league dropping 20. They thought he was gonna be like Carmelo Anthony. They said ain't nowhere in the world nobody stopping him from scoring. He gonna be like Carmelo Anthony, Jabari Parker. And then Andrew Wiggins, they like he got some like Bron and like Kobe and stuff with him. They said his thing was ridiculous. It wasn't even close that they was picking him #1. So I said to say this. When the guys have that type of potential like that, yes, Kevin Love was a tremendous, he was good rebounder, yada, 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 right? But you imagine how strong Cleveland could have been. Mind you, you getting Kevin Love, you getting a big salary. Not only, mind you, Andrew Wiggins was on a rookie contract. So now you bring over a hefty contract. A hefty contract will like hurt you some as far as getting better. Now you got a big healthy contract. So instead of you building with a guy that's on a rookie contract, people don't realize the most important thing when you got a good player. See, everybody thought Wiggins, they thought he's gonna be like a multi-time all-star. Wiggins supposed to have been that guy. He turned out he wasn't, but he wasn't no Bennett, no Anthony Bennett. He wasn't that. But he was considered that, like, you know what I mean? He still had like he got max contract. He averaged 20 in this league. Like, he's not a zero, but how they looked at him, he was more highly rated than Anthony Edwards. And look what Anthony Edwards turned out to be. Look, Anthony Edwards turned out to be potentially be the best player in the league. Not now, but maybe a year or two from now, Anthony Edwards might be the best player in the league. He's on that definitely top 5. So I'm sad to say this: patience. LeBron say patient. Had LeBron just chill, even after he went to Miami and stuff, just chilled in Cleveland. Every year you getting these big contracts and you got the high payroll, where that's the perfect time to build when you got somebody good and they on their rookie deal. Like, that's what helped in Philly, but Philly kind of messed up because that process, and they lucked up with Maxey, and you seen easy 2 years ago that Maxey was good. Like Wemby. If I'm the Spurs, I'm doing everything. I'm trying to be good now. I'm not waiting. See, years ago, you say, you know what? Let's get another. They already got the rule of thumb is I wanna be, you know what I mean? You want to get you some high picks. Hopefully they turn out to be star players in the future. But when you got that guy like, okay, especially when you got a guy like Wemby, and he on that rookie deal, you want to help. And now the time you could get a lot of good players right now. This is the time when you got a guy like Wemby. This is a time you can stack your team and have a lot of good players before he get expensive. Because once these guys like that get expensive, now it's like you want like a big 2 and fill out your roster. This is like perfect. They can easily get like 2 legitimate max players. Now you got Wemby, and then you can build out your bench. They in a perfect place where they could build out they roster and 2 max players while Wemby on his rookie deal, and give it a couple tracks, and they could easily win a championship. Easy. You got the strike now. If I'm the Spurs, all them other guys, yeah, they all right, this and that. This is a time where it's perfect, where, like, normally I say some teams I wouldn't want them aging stars. But this is the type of time where you want the aging guys. Like a guy like Paul George. You know what I mean? Normally I'd be like, certain teams no. But a team like that, you get like a Paul George, and let's say you could get like a Paul George and Trae Young. You get a Paul George and Trae Young right now along with Wemby. Now you got a chance to win a championship. And the good thing, you got one younger player in Trae Young, but an older player in Paul George. By the time you about to pay Wemby, Paul George should be coming off your books. Spurs is in a perfect situation right now. Let's say they don't want to pay him, sign and trade. And I think if I'm the Clippers, I'm doing this. If I'm the Clippers, you could get a younger guy at that position. Like, let's say Derek Vassell, or let's say Kendall Johnson. And you get some picks. Clippers get some picks back. You're going to still be the same because you got Harden. You still, if a healthy Kawhi, you be pretty much the same way. Yes, Paul George better, but you have to think like this. It's only one basketball. And the ball, people have to share it. But if you get a guy, you got Kawhi, you got Harden, Zubac, and whoever else you got, and get a guy like Kendall Johnson, now you got some other assets, you get a couple picks from the Spurs. I think it's worth it to say, because I'd rather try like that, start getting future assets, and then getting a younger player, than to keep going back and forth with a tremendous payroll when you're in that second apron. I see the thing, he's super rich, it don't even matter to him. But still, just even the thought of it. Now your salary lower, you got some draft assets, and you got a younger player that's going to, that potentially could get better. He's not no bum, Kendall Johnson. You know what I'm saying? You getting a guy that's going to easily get you 15. So now you got Kawhi, the guy who getting you 25 points. You have Paul George, a guy that Harden, a guy that still could get you 20. And then you have the guy Johnson getting you 16, 17 points. I'd rather do that. Now you got a couple draft picks. Then to have a high payroll, because Johnson only make 20 million. Then a guy like Paul George making 40 something million dollars, $45 million. You got no draft assets, and he just gonna get older and older on you, and y'all still ain't winning nothing, and continue getting hurt. If I'm the Clippers, I'd do that. If I'm the Spurs, I'd do it, because now then you turn around, you flip Devin Vassell and some picks for Trae Young. Now you flip Derek Vassell and some picks for Trae Young. So now you can imagine a lineup, a three. You got a big three, but this a big three that will pan out, because you don't got a big three with 3 max contracts. See, this is the difference. You ain't dealing with 3 max contracts. See, that's what hurt teams. Not only you have big threes. This 2 reasons that hurt big threes. One reason to hurt big threes. One, you have 3 max contracts. That means you can't fill out the roster. So that's always a bad thing. And another thing with big threes, all of them want the ball. But a certain situation where a big three where one of the players that, you know what I mean, not ball dominant, shot dominant, like a guy like Wemby and Paul George, Paul George's not like a go crazy type of guy that he got to have 25 shots. Paul George, he do a little facilitating. He can do other things too. So having him, he's not like a high volume guy like a Devin Booker. You know what I mean? So you have to worry about it so much. Like the Kevin Durant, he can drop down some. Then like the Trae Young going to drop some down. Then a Wemby. You can imagine Paul George on the wing defending Wemby, and you got Trae Young. That's a championship team right there. And you just fill out the pieces. It's easy to fill out the pieces now because you only got 2 max guys, and then the rest you filling out. Opposed to 3 max guys, you out. And you got a guy, Wemby, who's going to be even greater. If I'm the Spurs, I'm going for it. This is the time you do it, second year before his big contract hits. They can really build something crazy down there, San Antonio. They could build something crazy. Let's get the likes up. The like button's on the top, because I'm not going to be here long. I got a headache, and I got to prepare for the show tonight, the Beat 139. We got 2 great interviews. Mayor Adams, New York, Mayor Adams' son, Jordan, and we have BX from the hit TV show Flavor of Love that been out years ago. So I got to really prepare for my interview. I got a quick conference call, so I'm not going to be long. So I definitely need you guys to really lock in now, because it's what Byron Scott got to say. I'm definitely going to get to that. Where we at right now? Okay, we at the 19-minute mark. 1 more minute, because I want to finish on San Antonio Spurs. That is a perfect way how you build. Once you get that guy and he good early, that's when you hurt and rebuild. When the guy is super good early. See, sometimes, like if you get, like I said, a rookie and he's that guy early in the game, like how Wemby is, and you already can see, like, damn, next year he gonna be, whew, you better rebuild now. Forget, I'm gonna wait till another year and try to get another pick, like how the Sixers trust that process. See, that's the thing about it. You gotta do it now. It get real expensive. So that's when you have to do that. I'm gonna say, give my little roll call. I gotta give my guys shout outs. I know some of you guys like, man, why you have to do it? But I got to, man. I like this part of it. I'll walk them down. Too Tall, Big Baby, Jamal, Michael Kelly, Martin, Andy Rodriguez, Jamal 3224, Malachi, My Holy King, Dennis, O'Reilly, Stone Cold, Sway Villa, the Spotlight AI. So what's good, bro? So my thing is this. Spurs need a lot of make. Nah, they actually, the Spurs they got three guys. Look what the Spurs, they can easily get two good max players. Easy, 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 easy. Max play, I mean like all-star level players. They can easily get. Wemby already all-star, but he's at a guy. He probably at $10 million right now. This is perfect time to do it. You got you got three tradable assets that teams want. You got Derek Vassell, Sohan, Germany Sohan, and Kendall Johnson, and you got a boatload of draft picks. You're in perfect position. But let me get to Byron Scott. Byron Scott, he went in on LeBron James. Byron Scott was on Skip Bayless show. Him, Skip Bayless, and Keyshawn Johnson. He was on there. So they asked him first. They asked Byron, "Would you coach the Lakers?" He's like, "No." He said, "One thing I like about Byron Scott always been tough. Like I don't know you guys' age, but I watched Byron Scott, and he always had this little toughness. And they always say he know how to fight. They say he know how to box, and Byron Scott can fight. He beat up a few guys in practice with the Lakers. Byron Scott can fight for real. He can fight. He got hands. He has a real toughness with him. But you could look at him. He got that real. That's why they don't what happened with Dove and what happened with him. Because you see, because he has a reputation. You heard what Keyshawn and Skip Bayless like, yo, I don't think things would have went down with you like that. You wouldn't have went. Byron Scott not going for it. Byron Scott not going for it. Byron Scott always had hands. He's a fighter for real. He's strong. He's tough. He got a big heart. He don't care. You know what I'm saying? And he beat up a lot of guys in practice. 7-foot guys. He beat up Michael Thompson. He beat up a lot of guys, man. And a lot of people, like I said, in circles, like I said, even for years, I always heard this. Always heard this about Byron Scott, that he's a little, like, you know what I mean? And he will swing on you. And he's not taking that. That's why he went at D-Lo early in the game. Like, what? And he don't hold his punches. He went at LeBron James today, and he was like, yo, listen here, man. LeBron James need to coach the team. He said because he runs, do what he want, and the that's why I'm glad he keeping it real. He's there in Los Angeles. He know the temperature of the team. He said LeBron James calling all the shots. He said calling all the shots with that team. This way he don't have to everything go through him. He could be the players coach of the team. He need to coach the team. They could just do like Bill Russell. He said, 'cause he don't see nobody that ever gonna make LeBron satisfied. You know what I'm saying? He said he don't see nobody can make Braun satisfied. And that's the thing. I agree 100% with him. That's why I did the video earlier. Y'all go check it out. I said the Lakers should hire JJ Redick, because after looking at it, like I told y'all, the Knicks not in business for LeBron James like people think. The Knicks, they riding with Brunson. If Knicks lose this series, nobody gonna look at it as a failure, even though they up 1-0. No, and they losing to the Pacers, it doesn't matter. They playing them guys of the whole game. They starting 5 playing the whole game. They playing like a 6-man rotation. Now they even down more, because now Precious Achiuwa got to play, and they bringing Deuce McBride. They not playing guys. They riding with them starting 5, and everybody know eventually it's gonna run out. So they got a lot of guys injured. So my thing is, the Knicks is riding high and they feel good about themselves. Yeah, they're gonna probably make a little kinks with their roster, but they not hell bent on, oh, let's bring in LeBron James. And LeBron James' options is not like what people think it is. It's not like what they think it is. It might be a little option for Philadelphia also, but people know LeBron want to stay here and this and that. He's running the organization right now. Byron Scott said it. It's one thing. Byron Scott, any of them old Lakers, Byron Scott said he's running the Lakers. He said that. Tony Angel, what up, bro? He said, I bet you Draymond will coach one day. See, the problem with Draymond, I believe he probably would coach one day, but the problem with Draymond, a lot of it's gonna take a while. One thing with that head coaching thing, and I heard this years ago, always heard this. Your image plays a part, man. When it comes to that, they consider that a leadership position. That the way he acts on the court, regardless how smart he seems, it's gonna be hard for him to get a head coaching job. It's gonna be hard for Draymond to get a head coaching job. I heard this years ago. I always been told this. Listen, what you doing, it can affect you front office or head coaching job. Your leadership at why you think, and there was really nothing wrong with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar beliefs. Patrick Ewing, the way he was, like they wasn't really like guys who was like so much publicly, but behind closed doors, like Kareem was like a type that gonna speak his mind. He's outspoken. Patrick Ewing has little ways with him. Them guys, they're not gonna be no head coach. They're not. And they brought on as like end of the road assistants, not even no assistant where they take them serious. And that's the thing. Even guys like Rasheed Wallace, he assistant coach. Rasheed, the way he is, that's why I said it could be hard for Rondo to be a head coach. Yeah, Rondo could be assistant coach. That's why. And Jason Kidd was like a clean cut guy. It is that he had little off-court troubles with his wife and things like that, which they know it happens. But Jason Kidd, they even want a year to go by, let it die down. And he was considered a clean cut guy. Rondo and them guys not. So my thing is, it's going to be hard for Draymond to get a coaching job. I don't care how much X and his old. If it's not with the Warriors, it's going to be hard a team picking them up. I'm telling you. Assistant coach, yeah. Head coach, no. Because they want, and like I said, I heard this many a times. At that head coach, that considered a leadership position. What you do your past, that's when your past going to come back at you. It's going to come back at you. That's one thing they want. They want that you might could be a first-year coach, whatever. Your leadership, how you was as a player, or your background, it's like being a president, kinda. The president, they want you, for the most part, to be squeaky clean. You know what I'm saying? That Draymond could coach college. Draymond do know what he be talking about. He know the game. He loved the game. See, I like players like that. See, that's one thing that I like it, and we could connect on when you like that. I don't like these players today that all they watch the game then go home. And you can't have a real big dialogue with them about basketball. Ain't too many guys that's like that. Draymond, you can see it. LeBron, you can see it. Kevin Durant. Those guys love the game. It doesn't matter they got buku money. They ain't looking at the end of the day, they love the game. They not running to every club or chasing every Instagram girl or, come on, let's go to this restaurant. I heard it's nice, this lounge. They ain't caring about that. They watching games. Them dudes is watching games and they know the players. They know the players and they know the players' tendencies. You can see clear as day. Brandon and them, but Gilbert tells you straight up that how he partied, he did that. You can hear it. You can see Kenyon Martin, all of them. You can see that wasn't their thing. Because you could tell how they stumble on names they don't remember. And it be sometimes guys they talk about in their own era. Guys in their own era, they stumble. Oh, what's the guy name? Oh, I forgot his name. And this, that, and third. And this like when Gilbert sat there and said, oh, this like you could have a teammate and you don't know who he is. Like that right there told me you not locked in. How you gonna be? Let's just say 1 year. How you could be around somebody for 1 year and you don't really know them? I mean, you don't know their name. How? Like that went over and then they co-signed it. And Brandon Jennings said, I don't know everybody that's on my I don't remember everybody who's on my rookie team. Yeah, sometimes I get it. that you might not know everybody off top of your head, but that wasn't the question. On top of your head where you could name it like that, because sometimes it can get confusing. You've been in the league um 10 years, whatever, and you had a lot of teammates. That's understandable because you can get the years mixed up. Like, oh yeah, I played with him, but damn, what year was that I played with him? He only played 1 year. Oh, I played with him my third year. You can get that mixed up. But to even say that, like sometimes you don't know your players because you doing your. I think Gil was like, y'all, you doing your own thing. You don't really remember these guys. How? How you go around somebody for a whole year and y'all on planes together, practice together? Like how? How can you be around somebody all that time? Y'all on the plane, practice, you know what I mean? I don't care, he a bum. Like they was basically saying like the reserve players you wouldn't really, yes. Let me be around somebody out, and there's only 50, it's not like it's football when it's 53 players. Basketball have the least amount of people. Basketball is a 15-man roster. Baseball is 25, 26. Football is 53. And football, you constantly got guys getting cut in and out like water. So a football player saying that, like a guy could be there for a week and he'd be gone. A basketball player, no. You're around this guy, y'all in the physical, y'all like this. If you don't know, like you'll know him from like college. I remember his college days. Yo, this pollen stuff, this is the thing I don't like about it right now. He said, Google will tell you Mark Jackson. And that's what Byron Scott said. Byron Scott said, let's just say it, Mark Jackson blackball. I like Byron Scott, man. He spoke his mind. He spoke his mind on LeBron James, and he spoke his mind. He said, let's just call it Mark Jackson's blackball. The end of the story. We're not going to play these games. And he is blackball. And that's why I said, if the video I did, I said, out of all teams, the one team Mike can will take it, especially in the short term, is the Lakers. That's why I'm like, I don't think Mark Jackson will get a job. Because he is blackballed, and the only team that I think can withstand that, like breaking that rule, is the Lakers. Because they got LeBron James. They could use, Jeannie can go to Golden State owner and say, listen here, man, Bron's won him real bad. He's a freak. This is the perfect time where Mark Jackson can go get to the league. Outside of the Lakers, I don't see Mark Jackson ever coaching. And this is the perfect time right now, where it's like you breaking cold, but they will understand it. Yo, LeBron James, she go to them and be like, listen, LeBron James is threatening to leave, man. We can't afford this time where our franchise at right now. We can't afford to lose LeBron James. He's a free agent. It's not like he's under contract. He's a free agent. He threatened to go to Philadelphia, and he wants to leave. He wants more. Everybody know LeBron was a major part of Darvin Ham getting fired. He want him, listen, I understand he blackballed, I understand he said this or he did that, whatever Mark Jackson might have done, but we needed him, so we had to break code. I think they might not like it, and they may put Jeannie on ice for a year, but I think they will understand it. I think they'll understand it. No other team can do that. No other team can do that. Because see, when you blackball, how it is, and you deal, like they all in collusion together, all the owners, and they say, hey, don't get this guy because of this. So now you want to stay in good faith with them, your fellow owners, because it can hurt you. Because now how it hurt you? This is how it can hurt you. It hurts you because nobody ain't going to do business with you. Now, you don't want to be that team that's blackballed. See, that's why I said, people like, oh man, why other teams? Listen, you don't want to be that team that's blackballed. Because now if no team do business with you, you done. No team ain't going to trade with you. They be like, nah, don't trade with the Lakers. Now all you can do is have to draft and you have to draft and sign free agents. That's your only way of getting better. Draft or sign free agents. They already show you that they cutthroat and they ruthless. They cutthroat and they ruthless. You don't want to be that team that blackball. You don't. Because now 29 other teams going against you now. You in the foxhole. No matter how much a team may want your player, but now don't trade with them. Now a team not trading with you. So now whoever your players, your players. And whoever you sign in the free agency, you just sign the free agency. Whoever you draft, you draft. You stuck. That can hurt you for years to come if you get blackballed like that. We need more athleticism. Yes. Yes. And the Lakers knew that. If they don't get a star player this offseason, it's gonna look bad because they should have jumped on what's the name and stopped chasing name because he only making $18 million and Murray from Atlanta. And Murray from Atlanta was only making $18 million and he fits everything. Stop all time. I know Trey Young more of a sexier name and he shooting from half court and stuff, but his impact, he's not gonna give you impact both ways. He's little. Murray's bigger, or switch off, and I think they could have probably dropped the ball because Atlanta may look at, hey, we not really, our attendance is our attendance with trade and without trade. Atlanta is a place that they don't do good with attendance. Like a lot of teams like Utah and them, they selling the house out. Indiana, them places selling the house out. Atlanta not. Atlanta don't do too well in attendance. So they like, yo, listen here, man. Attendance wise, we the same. With Trey Young or without Trey Young, they might be like, you know what? I don't want to trade Murray now. I'd rather get rid of Trey Young. Trey Young makes like maybe 14, 15, about $15 million more than what Murray makes. It's not like we're getting a cheaper player that doing the same thing. He getting you 9 assists. He getting you more rebounds, better defense, but he's not going to get you probably like the 40s and stuff, Trey Young. But Trey Young shooting low field goal percentage. So I get the likes up. Get the likes up. So I said to say this, they might say, now we want to get rid of Trey Young. Now I want to get rid of Trey Young. Now a bidding start, you got to have the goods to please them. The Lakers, if you lead with your best player is a 26-year-old Austin Reeves, you pretty much going to be behind the 8 ball from every team. Every team. You going to be behind the 8 ball from these teams because they best player, either it's going to be a highly sought out player, or they're going to have better draft picks and more they can throw at you, and probably more recent. The team might could give you draft picks from this year, 20. They might could say we give 24, 26, and it might could be 27 because some teams may have 2 picks. You can't trade multiple first round picks, but if you have the picks from other teams, you can get rid of it. So the team may say, yo, we trade you 24 and 2. Let's say a team like Utah, for instance. Teams like that who have a bunch of draft picks. Let's say a team said, yo, we trade you. Let's say a team like Utah has 3 first round picks and 24 and 3 first round picks. Or let's say even 2 first round picks and 25. They can sit there and be like, yo, we give you 2 and 24 and 1 and 25. So now a team like, damn, we getting recent picks. So a GM going to look at, yo, I'm going to be here at this timeline. They offer me 1 pick in 24 and 2 in 25. So I'm getting 1 pick this year and 2 next year. And a young player. They taking that over the Lakers deal. And then a lot of people don't like to deal with the Lakers anyway. So the Nets going to sign Claxton. I think the Nets going to end up overplaying for Claxton too. Claxton is solid, but he light. I seen him get bullied a lot of times. He's not physically strong. He's not like a guy that manned in that paint. He's not manned in that paint like that. All his whole thing is more of a lob threat. I'll be careful about paying him. Cause I heard, like I said, I'm out here in New York, so I heard that he may get like 25 million per year, and I think that's gonna be a mistake. Cause your team not good as it is. Then you still got a Ben Simmons problem that get a lot of money. Then you got Mikal Bridges that get money. Then his contract about to come up. I'm not paying no Claxton. He's not like he's that much of a factor. I'm not playing no Claxton that no 25 million. I'm not, because you know you're not gonna be your top 3 best players. And 25 million is like a second or third best player. Yeah, but he not no elite defender. He'll help out, do some things, but he's not no showstopper type of defender. He's not that. Real quick, y'all, would y'all trade damn, this pollen's killing me. Like, this should come by your nose and have you twitching. Would you guys trade I was just looking at some centers. I'm like, the Lakers do need some centers. And when he's on, this guy defensively, I think he can defensively, to me, he's better defensively than Claxton, especially in that paint. Now, Claxton, I think, better on switches, and he could guard the perimeter more, but this guy stay hurt. Would y'all guys trade Gabe Vincent for Robert Williams? They want it in Portland. Portland want to get rid of Robert Williams. They want to get rid of Robert Williams. He has 2 years left on his deal, and they want to get rid of him. He stay hurt. He missed this whole season. He stay hurt, though. That's the thing. He stay hurt. So y'all Lakers will have to be prepared for that. But would y'all trade Robert Williams for Gabe Vincent? They both make around the same amount of money. Would you guys do that? Robert Williams for Gabe Vincent. And Robert Williams, it probably could be an even swap. They might not want nothing. Like, they probably ask for maybe this additional second-round pick from the Lakers. My Holy King said no way. Dennis said yes. Jamal said yes. Unique said yes. Warren said no. You guys, let me real quick, because I definitely have I got a headache, 1. 2, I got a quick conference call. We got the show tonight. Please, guys, please, I'll be so happy to see you guys come on there and be like, yo, what up, Kareem? What up? To the Beat 139 tonight. Hit that like button. I want to see PG Big Dog be like, yo, Doc, what up? I want to see, Cottage be like, yo, what up? Warren, Unique, you know what I'm saying? Jamal, Dennis, My Holy King, Tony Angel, all you guys there, man. Tony Brown, Free Guns. I want to see all you guys in that comment section. Just stop by for a little while. Give the interview. We got 2 interviews. Give both of them some play. I know y'all may be on some other basketball channels at that time, but just take a little break and be like, yo, I'm going to represent Kareem for 1 minute. Even pull up for 1 minute, hit that like button. Just listen some of the interview. You know what I mean? Be like, I'm going to listen to some of the interview. You know what I mean? If you're busy, you want to go back to a basketball channel, just listen to some of the interview and be like, yo, My Holy King said he don't get the notifications to the beat. Yeah, I know. A lot of people don't get their notifications, man. But I would love to be like that. And then when I'm looking, I'd be like, wow, this is my Laker family, man. My Laker family here supporting me, man. I want to see that. I like when I see my Laker family in that comment section to the beat. You know what I'm saying? Because the beat, we had to, the notifications don't go out well on that, with the beat. It don't go out that well. A lot of people said they don't get it at all. They don't get it at all. Festo, like you know what I'm saying. I want to see that, like you know what I mean. You guys pull up on a joint, you know what I'm saying. But the Robert Williams joint, would you guys do it? Cause centers, let me tell you this, Zach Edey, this series here worked out perfect for Zach Edey. Cause they were talking Zach Edey may be like the 25th pick. Now I think Zach Edey going lottery. I think Zach Edey going out lottery now. Yo, this thing, man, because it comes in your car every time. It's like so much pollen out here. So much pollen out here, man. And it goes in your car when you open the door, like it's flying around like crazy. Look, look. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all see it flying around? Look. Y'all see all that stuff flying? Close this window. But yeah, let me help and try to hop on this call. But definitely, guys, man, pull up to the beat. Like I said, Byron Scott said what he said. He said he do not want the Laker job. He said the Lakers coach Byron Scott, man. I mean, he said LeBron should coach the team. And he didn't hold back no punches. Y'all could go check that. It was on Skip Bayless, and he's with Keyshawn Johnson earlier today. He ain't hold no punches on LeBron. And like I said earlier, I think they might have just hired J.J. Redick because we stuck with him, and he said LeBron run the team like I told y'all. And see, the thing is, when Rob make the mistake, they be like, oh, Lakers trash. They need to blame the front office. They do anything but not blame LeBron James. And he running the show. Byron Scott said that. You know Jeannie ain't gonna like that. You know Jeannie ain't gonna like that. They said LeBron James run. He said that. But we heard Carmelo Anthony said that. Carmelo straight the year Carmelo signed with the Lakers. They's like, oh, finally you and Bron on the same team. He said, yeah, he said Bron is the GM. He straight said that. And that's why it get me mad when people say, oh, Rob Pelinka deserved blame. He put a horrible roster around LeBron James. LeBron running stuff. Everything get... They run everything by him. Oh, shit. Let me get this. They run everything by Bron. Everything. Like, comment, share, subscribe. LBC.